大家好. My name is Steve. I'm really excited to be here in Shanghai. This weekend is the first time that I've ever performed here. So really, yeah. So I'm really happy to be at Spicy Comedy. I like the name of the club because I like spicy food. In Korea, that comes as a surprise to people. But I love spicy food. I like Sichuan. I like hot pot. I put lao ga ma on my ice cream. So I love it. But like I said, in Korea, people don't think that white people can actually eat spicy food. They're always surprised. So like I'll order something, and it won't even be that spicy. It'll just be like kimchi. And they're like, "Are you sure? You can eat this?" And I'm like, "I ordered it, yes." So like it's every single time that I've ever eaten anything spicy, really, I get the question. So I always wonder, like, who was the one, I feel like there was one white guy, just one complete loser, who had kimchi and was like, "Ah!" And everyone was like, all right, now we know it. Nobody can eat spicy food. I wonder who it is. No idea. I actually have a friend who went to KFC. He ordered a spicy chicken sandwich, and they were like, "Nah, you get the regular chicken sandwich." They actually gave him the regular sandwich. Yeah. So yeah, I am really happy to be here. This is a great club. I love it. So since it's my first time performing in Shanghai, I think I'll just spend today's set sort of letting you know about me. The first thing that I have going on in my life right now is that I have a baby. Yeah. She's 5 months old. Yeah, so really a baby. And my wife's Korean, so yeah. I've seen the Korean Air safety video that Nora was talking about. Yes. Yeah. So you know, we're from two different cultures, so we had to think about a good way to name our baby, right? So do you guys remember the Twilight movies? Yeah, right? Like Bella and Edward. Yeah, they're from different backgrounds, right? So they had a baby in those movies, right? So when they had the baby, what they decided to do is they took the names from the two grandmothers, Renee and Asme, and they combined them, and the baby's name was Renasme. And everybody was like, "That's so beautiful." So we were like, you know what? Let's do the same thing. So my mother-in-law's name is Goomson. My mom's name is Christine. So we named our baby Gumsteen. So as she gets older, we'll be like, "Do your homework, Gumsteen." Or like, "Eat your vegetables, Gumsteen." It's such a beautiful name. Yeah, so another thing that you should know about me is that I am very literal. Like if you hang out with me as a friend and we're talking about something, I really just take what we say to be the truth. I'm a very literal person. So I guess I'll give you an example. You guys ever hang out and you're drinking with friends and you make drunk plans? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where like everyone's drinking and they're all like, "Oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah, we're gonna go, you know, like next week, whatever." And then the next morning, like nobody remembers. Nobody remembers, nobody cares. That never happened. Not me. Like if you hang out with me, I'll hold you to the drunk plans. I'm like, "No, we talked about that." So like, if we're hanging out, we're all like, "Yeah, let's go to Thailand sometime." The next morning, I'm texting you and I'm like, "Dude, I found deals on flights to Chiang Mai. We gotta book it now." And you're like, "What are you talking about, you freak?" Like, we're not going to Thailand. But I won't let it go either. I won't let it go until we at least go to a Thai restaurant. Like I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll settle for some phu pat pom curry." Like that'll do it for me. I heard Nora talking with some of you about university earlier. I'll share a university story about me being literal. So one time, I was hanging out with some friends. We were going from one bar to another. We were drinking. I think we were probably making drunk plans. And so I was like standing on a street corner, right? And this guy just walks past me and he just shoulder checks me. Just, like hard. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, hey man, why'd you do that? And he comes back, he's like, what, dude? And I'm like, yeah, you just like hit my shoulder for no reason. I'm just kind of interested, like, why would you do that? And he's like, dude, you serious? I'm like, yeah. So, like on the street when you have the sewer, like right on the ground, like on the curb, just like that sort of narrow gap. The guy comes up to me, he's like, dude, I'm gonna put you in the sewer. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna put you in the sewer. And I was like, what do you, no you're not. That's not gonna happen. He kept saying it. He's like, I'm gonna put you in the sewer, bro. I'm gonna put you in the sewer. And eventually, me being literal, I'm like, dude, you are not gonna put me in the sewer because I won't fit in the fucking sewer. And that was it, he walked away. That was the end of it. So yeah, I am a very literal person, yeah. So, as you all know by now, I do live in Korea. Every year for my job, I get a medical health check. Do you guys do the same thing here in China? Yeah, you like go to the hospital, you do all the tests and stuff. I don't know, it's a fun day, I guess. You do all these different things. But then you get the report back a couple weeks later. So like, I receive it in the mail. I don't know if, maybe same thing for you guys. It's like a 30-page book. Right? And it's like all these different numbers and all this data, like all this medical information, right? But really, for me, it just has one message: you're fat. That's it, right? So a couple years ago, I got this health check, and at the time, I weighed 110 kilograms. He was fat, yeah. And that 110 in the book was written in the most judgmental shade of red. Like it was so dark, it was just like, you fat piece of shit. You better lose some weight, right? And the advice that this book gives too is not even practical. Like if it's giving you health tips, you would think that maybe it would tell you like, hey, maybe you should exercise 3 times a week. Maybe you should eat more green vegetables, whatever. The advice that the book gives is just, you need to change your life. And I'm like, thanks. I don't know what to do with that. Last year when I got my health check, I was 34 years old. And it actually told me, it was like, the age of your heart is 32 years old. And it was like, you need to get it together. And I was like, what more do you want? Like, my heart's younger than my actual age. And they're like, no, not good enough. You're still fat. Yeah. It comes with a recommended weight, too. First, let me ask you this. I'll do this first so you have a better idea. I have lost some weight, so I guess it did work a little bit. I don't weigh 110 now. You guys want to take a guess at how much I weigh now? Did I hear 90? 75, that is very generous. 85? You guys are really nice. No, it's 100. Yeah, I weigh 100 kilograms. Yeah, I'm just a heavy person. Yeah. This book, so I'm 100, right? Everybody's like, what's pretty about it? So yeah, so I'm 100. This book has a recommended weight. The recommendation was 78 kilograms. If I weighed 78 kilograms, that would mean that I haven't eaten any food for an entire month. You would see every single bone if I weighed 78 kilograms. That is not gonna happen with me. Yeah, so I really I don't fit into like, I don't fit into the Korean sort of standard. Like the health system, like they're telling me to weigh 78 kilograms, that's just not possible, right? Yeah, so let me ask you guys this. Have any of you ever not fit into a hospital gown? Hospital gowns are really big, right? I've had it before where I don't fit into a hospital gown. I was at the doctor and I had to I put it on. I'm like, it doesn't fit, and I had to look out and be like, nurse, can I get a new one? And she's like, that's the biggest we got. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, I just don't fit. Yeah. So I don't know. You guys know the oversized clothing trend, right? Like every day, now everybody's wearing much bigger clothes, right? Oversized. That's what's in. Do you guys like that trend? Yeah, that's pretty good. Personally, I love that trend. You know why? Because I can actually buy clothes now. So you see this shirt? This is supposed to be oversized. On me, it's just normal. It's just a shirt. Yeah. So I love that. So like I said, I did lose some weight. I lost 10 kilograms, and one of the ways that I actually did that was by doing yoga. Yeah, I like to do yoga. Thank you. Yeah, yoga's pretty good. So I did that to lose some weight, fix my diet a little bit. But it wasn't the first time that I had ever done yoga. The first time I ever did yoga was right around the time when I first arrived in Korea, which is a long time ago now. In my neighborhood, there was a gym. So I went and I signed up for a yoga class at the gym. And that class, it was just me and all ladies, yeah. In China, I think they're called dama. It was me and all dama. But they're Korean, so they're called ajuma there. Yeah. So it was me and all ajumas, and I didn't know Korean at the time. So I was just follow, the teacher would say do down dog, but in Korean, and I'd be like, what? It was so hard. I had no idea what I was doing. So it was a struggle, but it motivated me to learn languages a little bit. So and I actually do like to study languages as a hobby. So now I do speak Korean. I speak some German. And yeah, 我也会说中文。可是我说得不好。I'm not that good. Yeah, but I did previously. I took a Chinese class. In my local city, at a university, there was an adult program that you could take. So I took a basic Chinese class. I had a lot of fun. And I guess the thing that you guys should know about me is that I love dumplings. Oh yeah, I love dumplings. Yeah, so in my Chinese class, I had to pick a name for myself. So my name was Xiaolongbao. So I would just be like, 你好，我叫Xiaolongbao, that kind of thing. I loved it. It was great. But yeah, I do. I love dumplings, right? So back when I first, moved to Korea, they have dumplings too, right? They're called mandu there. Yeah. So when I first moved to Korea in my neighborhood, there was this small little dumpling restaurant called Mapo Mandu. Mapo is the district, right? So Mapo Mandu was great. I went there all the time. It was really cheap. You just eat a bunch of dumplings. I loved it. It's my favorite place. So one time, I went to the register though, and I was going to pay, right? So I paid the ajuma, and then she was just looking at me. She's like, and I'm like, wait, why? Yeah, this is the right amount of money, what? And she's just looking at me I'm like, why are you looking at me like this? And then finally she was like, yoga? I was like, yeah, yoga. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm Steve Gallus. That's my time. You've been great. Let's make some noise for Nora.